Yo ladies and gentlemen, I am Pam. This is my next polymer clay tutorial, and in today's video we will create the Scoops Ahoy ice cream parlor from the third season of Stranger Things. Let's start with the floor. I created out of some white clay, I put some more to it, and I make a big flat piece and I cut it to the shape of the ice cream parlor. After this, we're gonna make the small little blue squares on the floor. I cut some pieces and I'm just put it onto the white floor. It takes a lot of time, but it's worth it. After this, I take a brighter blue clay. I make also a flat piece from it, and I'm gonna create the first wall. Now I start to create the door out of this gray clay. Okay, I make now the structure, and then I make the cork board on it, and then some more little pieces of paper on it. Okay, we finish with this wall. We can start to create the second wall on the top side of the ice cream shop. I take also some gray clay to create the fan that leads us to the Russian elevator. After this, I create the third wall. This is my favorite wall of the whole ice cream shop, with the big window and a door on it. This will be the small window on the wall. I also create the pieces of the glass a little bit later. Out of this brown clay, I create the frames of the glass, and I also create the glass out of plexi later. This will be the brown door with some wooden structure. I take this color to create the price board on the top of the window. I also take the same color to create the biggest wall in the whole shop. I also made the structure of it, and then I'm gonna make the pictures on the wall out of golden shiny clay. Yes, I make the pictures, but before it I'm gonna make two lamps on the wall out of the same golden shiny clay. Okay, now we finish with the bottom of the lamps. Now we're creating the small pictures on the wall. Yes, I'm using some white clay to make the middle of the images, but it has some blue waves in the middle, and yes, I'm gonna create it also, but at the end of the video with my blue Sharpie. And now we have arrived to my favorite part in the whole video. Now we are creating the ice cream bar with the different flavors of ice creams and the USS butterscotches. I also create some structures onto the bar. Yes, now we are creating the places of the ice creams. We make 6 places for it and 6 different flavors out of it. I also gonna make some glass above the ice creams and the butterscotches, but I created out of plexi at the end of the video. So now we are finished with the ice cream bar. We can move to the seats inside the ice cream parlor. I make the seats out of 3 colors: brown, red and gold. First I'm gonna make the red tapestry. This is the first time that I'm working with the golden clay. This looks so cool. I think I place some lines on the top of the seats. This is the couch, or I don't know, on the other side of the shop. It takes also a lot of time to create, but at the end it will look like pretty good. I use some more golden clay to put it on the top of the other couch. I'm creating the last 2 seats and then we can move on to the tables. Yes. Now I'm creating 8 tables and I'm making also the legs of it, and I'm putting up onto the baking platform. Right now I start to create some furniture inside the shop. I make a drawer and a fridge out of white clay. I also make a bigger shelf and the last step, guys, I'm creating Robin's board, and now I think we can put them all into the oven. After the baking I use the plexi to create more realistic look to the stuff. Created the shelf. Now I'm creating the ice cream bar, but yeah, I think that looks really cool. Yes, but after the ice cream bar I'm creating the little windows for the big window on the wall, and I also glue it all 2 pieces to the wall. I also glue the door to the wall, and the next step is gluing the legs to the tables and gluing the tables to the floor. I use my white pen to make the top of the couch is more realistic and more cool. And finally I glue the big walls to the floor and glue the drawer and the fridge and the big shelf to the walls. I'm placing Robin's board at the shelf and I think the creation is finished. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and here can you see my other videos.